Merry Christmas everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make colourful cards this Christmas. Today what I'm going to be using is a Darkroom Door word block stamp. As you can see, this is one stamp with lots of different words on it. If you stamped it with one ink pad colour, obviously you'll just get one colour. But what I want to do this Christmas is colour it up a little bit more. And this is a really quick technique for you to make lots of different cards really easily. So what we're going to be using today is Cut and Dry Stamp Pad Felt. This is a product where you can make your own ink pads, perfect for this technique. So let's open it up. It comes in one big sheet, but what we'll be doing is cutting it down for the size that we need. So I've got my word block stamp. When they come in their packet, they've already got the cling foam on them, so they're ready to go into your acrylic block. But what we need to do first off is just place the stamp onto your stamp pad felt, and just using a pair of scissors, just cutting around the stamp pad felt. And what we're doing here is just making the ink pad exactly the same size as the rubber stamp. So now we've got the felt and our stamp. Next step, just place your stamp back onto the acrylic block. Now when using the stamp pad felt, you'll notice there's a bit of a glossy, like plasticky side, and then there's a felt side. What we want to do is stamp onto the felt side. So I'm just using an archival ink. This is Archival Jet Black. And you might be a little bit confused, why is she stamping the whole stamp in black? Well, there's a point to this. First off, we need to actually impress the stamp onto the felt so we have something to work with, like a little blueprint, so to speak. So I'm just inking that up with Jet Black. And the reason I'm using an archival ink to ink onto this stamp pad felt is we need a permanent ink, something that isn't going to seep right down into the felt. Okay, so there's our little impression there of our stamped image. And now what we're going to do, we need to colour up this ink pad felt. And what I'm using here is some Distress re-inkers. And I'm using different colours here. I'm using Fired Brick, Peeled Paint, Scattered Straw, Shabby Shutters and Pine Needles. Now these different colours are just going to mix it up a little bit. And all we need to do here is just squeeze up. Now the little Distress re-inkers have like a little a dabber top. And what I'm doing is just squeezing out some of the re-inker and highlighting different words. Now what you'll see here is that the ink is going to now seep into the felt, and then it'll create an ink pad. Now I'm just going to highlight different words in different colours. What I'm doing now is just Fired Brick. And don't be too concerned, about the ink running, because once you do all of the ink colours, they won't mix in too much. They will, they'll meet each other, but basically it'll be a nice sort of watercolour effect. Okay, so I've done quite a lot of the Fired Brick. I'm now going to just move on to the other different colours here. Now, as you'll see here, they're going to meet up, but that's not going to cause any issue at all with your ink pad. It'll just mean the ink colours will blend together, and it'll create a great effect when you actually stamp it. So I'm just going to now continue colouring in and creating my own ink pad. Now I'm using 4 or 5 different colours. The Distress range has 48 different colours in the range, so there's lots to choose from. Okay, so I'm up to my last little word here, and I'm just going to be inking this up. And as you can see, all of the ink colours have seeped into the felt. I'm just going to let that one seep in, and my ink pad is now ready to go. So what I'm going to do here, I can actually still see the orientation of this stamp pad, so I'm just going to put a little arrow on the back here. This is just for later on. So what will happen is right now we can see all of the different colours and everything inside the ink pad. But as you store this for later on, those ink colours might actually blend in a little bit more and you might not see the orientation of which way the stamp goes, which is why we've done our little arrow on the back. So now we're ready for stamping. Now this is the fun, quick and easy part. And all we do here is just match our ink pad up to our stamp, which means then you'll get the colours in the right spots. And like I said before, it doesn't matter if certain colours blend into different words, it just makes a nice big watercolour effect. So I'm just putting on a little bit of pressure, stamping our stamp, and then I'm just stamping straight onto matte white cardstock. And because that ink pad is nice and fresh, it should give us a nice, good impression. So I'm just stamping that onto the matte white card and then lifting this up. Bing. And there we have it, our coloured background for our card. And what you can do now is just continue stamping into the ink pad, stamping onto our white card, and you can see how quick and easy that is, and it looks like you've spent ages colouring up each different word. So you can see here, and you can just continue stamping to create all of your cards. And a lot of questions about how long will this ink pad last for? I think you'd get at least 100, maybe 150 impressions, so you could make all of your Christmas cards this Christmas using this one ink pad. And if you want to use this ink pad for later, all you need to do is just put it inside a Ziploc bag, label the Ziploc bag, and then pull it out whenever you're ready. So here's my finished Christmas card. All I've done is just mounted it onto some green cardstock and then wrapped some ribbon around the front and added a Christmas film strip, and then you're finished. So what I've used today is the Christmas word block stamp, but as you can see, Darkroom Door have 12 different word block stamps. So if you'd like to use that same technique for birthday cards, baby cards, friendship cards, anything you like, it's a great technique to make quick and easy cards. So I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas. Thanks for watching.